They told him he was too old, too broke, too late. Then he turned a small burger stand into a global empire worth billions. This is the story of Ray Kroc. Imagine this, a man in his 50s. No big company, no fame, no breakthrough. And just a few years later, his name stood behind one of the most powerful brands on the planet. Today we're golden arches. Millions of customers every day. A symbol of speed and consistency. But this story isn't about burgers. It's about a man who refused to believe his time was over. And it matters right now, because the world tells us success has an expiration date. That if you didn't make it young, you missed your chance. Ray Kroc proved that wrong. Ray was born in 1902 into an ordinary family. Nothing about his early life suggested greatness. He wasn't wealthy. He wasn't connected. From a young age, Ray worked constantly. Job after job, most of them led nowhere. For years, he was a traveling salesman, selling paper cups, later milkshake machines, long roads, cheap motels, endless rejection. By his 50s, Ray was exhausted and frustrated. He had worked his entire life, and success still hadn't arrived. Then one strange order changed everything. A small restaurant in California ordered several milkshake machines. That was unusual. Curious, Ray went to see it himself. What he found looked simple. A small place, a limited menu, no waiters, but something was different. Food moved fast, orders were precise. Customers kept lining up. Ray realized what most people missed. This wasn't just a restaurant, it was a system. It belonged to two brothers, Dick and Mac McDonald. They had perfected efficiency. Every second counted. Ray saw massive potential. The brothers didn't. They wanted comfort. Ray wanted scale. He believed this system could work everywhere, every city, every neighborhood. So he pushed for expansion. What followed were years of struggle. Franchises failed. Money disappeared. Ray lived on loans and belief. But he refused to quit. He obsessed over standards. Same taste. Same service. Same experience. The real turning point came when Ray realized one truth. The real power wasn't in selling food. It was in owning the land that changed everything. McDonald's became more than a food chain. It became a real estate empire. From there, growth was unstoppable. City by city, country by country. Ray eventually gained full control of the brand. It was controversial. It was ruthless. And it worked. Many d'entre eux. Ray Kroc didn't become truly wealthy until late in life. He survived decades of uncertainty. His philosophy was simple. If you're not growing, you're falling behind. This isn't a story about fast food. It's a story about persistence. Vision. And starting when others think it's too late. Ray didn't win because he was the smartest. He won because he refused to quit. And maybe that's the real lesson. It doesn't matter how old you are. What matters is whether you recognize your moment and whether you have the courage to take it. Because sometimes one decision changes everything.